Welcome every donger and non-donger of Runeterra to another video from the dongers of Runeterra. I'm Imsohumble and I'm bringing you this video with a tournament report from the last week and upcoming week of the Donger League, and we're gonna discuss a little bit about the meta as well. And because the meta is so diverse. We're gonna start with the meta and then follow up. We will talk. But first, if you like this video, just like it and subscribe it on the YouTube channel. Join in. The link is down below. From my experience, I have been playing about 50 to 100 games in Master this week, and we can see that Noxus Bilgewater has a high win percent, but doesn't play it as much as, for example, Noxus Freyjord. And just to sum it up, we can go to the meta tier list here. The S tier decks from Mobalytics, that's Swim and Alan's Q, who've done this. As well TF on the top, Scouts and mid-range Frostbite. I would actually remove the Scouts from the S tier deck. They are really good, maybe A+, but at the moment, every top player I face, when I face someone in the top 20, they either play Ezreal TF or the mid-range Frostbite with Sejuani Ashe. So those two are a cut above. So I would put them as the two decks to beat, and depending on maybe which region you're in, that might be different. Which ones then you can move down. You have put the Scouts down, you have the Endure Spiders, they are good. So Pirate Aggro, I think this Pirate Aggro is actually dead. I think this is an old one. And then you have another thing that has just popped up a couple of latest days. Ezreal X anything. You can go Ezreal alone with Shadow Isle and just pump him. Let him kill him, revive him, just stall it out, and then you harrowing up 4 or 5 level up Ezreals, and game's over. Super boring, but that's something that has come up right now. You play Ezreal with Swain, people try that, you have the Ezreal TF already, you have Ezreal Karma, and in the looking of the Masters right now, it's people are just trying to abuse Ezreal because he's so good, and that is the part because the early game decks, the aggros, got nerfed to hell. Yeah, if it was 2 weeks ago, and that means that you can go late game, and Ezreal is the ultimate carry in the late game stages. So beware about Ezreal decks and the different forms of him. Personally, if you look at my profile, this is going to be a disgusting reading because I had a really bad showing when I scroll down. I had a good showing yesterday at the night, though, when I was trying to play Twisted Fate Swain. That's where I am at the moment, trying to play that one because Ezreal Twisted Fate does not work for me, and my old go-to decks like Deep does not work, and even MF Sejuani does not work in my opinion right now. It's an A-tier deck, but it's not there. So this is where I'm at the moment, so that when you pop into my stream in a couple of days, you will probably see me grinding this one the most. At the moment, like with a 61% win rate, but that is not really... It doesn't say it, because I played the Pirates deck before as well. So that's where you will see me probably try the most. And yeah, I think that's it about the meta. The meta is daily changing, and at the moment, since the Mobalytics, they are not so fast with all this. These stats might be inaccurate. It is a good way to find good decks, but at the moment the streamers dictate the meta a little bit because they are the first one. That's the first time you see the decks. Either they being played against them or created themselves. So if you want to stay maybe ahead of the curve, you look at a streamer that is grinding and take that deck. That's my tip right now. But rumors is that Riot is gonna open their own service like this, and that will probably be very accurate. So let's move past this, and so that's the meta report from now. And let's go back to the Donga League. And last week's Player of the Week, Jakos, went on a 2-game loss streak this round, but both tight losses. Him and Mikeljak did the same, so they are down there, still at 6 points after 4 games, both of them. So if we go for round 3 and 4, we had the matches of the week. Fruxodig was playing Jakos. It was a 2-1 victory for Fruxodig that puts him, and he won the second game against, I think it was Mikeljak as well. We can check it. It's pretty easy. Fruxo, yeah, 2-1 there as well. Two tight victories for him, but that puts him to 8 points together with myself that won the other match of the round, which was against Rhinoceros. That was a 2-0 stomp. It was one game was close, but the other game was sad for him. And he stays there just ahead of BG on the ELO at the moment. Mikeljak and Jakos, they are behind because they have 2 losses and they have 3 wins each, BG and Rhinoceros. So that's how that one works. If we go to the week played, we have 3 players that are contenders for the Player of the Week. We have Conister, that went 2-0, playing against Dodo with a 2-0 victory, and he played against C. Valstein, if I remember right. Let's see here. There we go, yeah, and it's a 2-0. So he did a 4-0 week, which is very strong. Kudos to him. Then we have myself is also a contender, since I beat Rhinoceros 2-0 and I beat BG 2-0. Both of them recovered and took a win afterwards, but beat them both. And then we have Fruxodig that did 2-1 victory against Jakos and Mikeljak. And the Player of the Week here is Fruxodig. It's not myself, and that is based on, like, yes, it's 2 close 2-1 victories, but that is him closing out some tight games. There was not like counters or anything. Probably like he did a great job. I haven't watched the games because that was impossible. But he's getting the Player of the Week. BG is also one in the top that has a bye with himself. Not to discredit anything, he's still 2-1, but that is why the Fruxodig victories matters more here, and he's a newcomer as well. So he's the second newcomer that gets a Player of the Week. He joins Jakos with that from last week. Kudos to him. Then we have the ones to watch for the week, and that's not going to be any specific players. It's going to be the whole pack, like the pack from 6 points and down to 5 between Rhinoceros and Proxel. Basically, there's gonna be some killer matchups here. Everyone here is facing each other. Proxel is facing, I think he's facing Decent Man and Jakos, and Decent Man is facing Dodo and Proxel, and everyone is facing each other. We have some top games as well here with the Conister and myself, Fruxodig versus me, and etc. It's gonna be cool games in the top, but like Fruxodig and me probably only needs 1 point in these 2 games to be safe. Maybe we're already safe with a 4-0 at the moment. I am not sure, but we should be. I haven't really... the mat is so complicated because we get a point for a tight loss. Last season, there was just... the last game really dictated which ones that went in. It was like 3 people or 2 that really could enter when it was 2 games left to play. So it's going to be close. It's going to be close, and 8 point was the break line then. This season could be 9 points because we have a couple of more players, and that is like very intriguing to me to see if 9 points is the one. Then it's really gonna be close and fight for that, and then the tiebreaker dictates that wins are more worth than losses. So let's go for round 5 and 6 and look at the matches here. You have Imsohumble versus Fruxodig, Conister versus BG, Rhinoceros Jacobs, Michael Jack Dodo, Decentman Proxel, Jan Arbach, Siv Alstein, Scott Purdy. Sith Holocron got a bye together with Siv Alstein for round 6. And if 9 points is what needed, those people are out. But I think 8 points can still make it. If you're a 4 and 2, you might make it on 8 points. And they both have chances for that. Or maybe Sith does not have the chance for that, I think, but Siv Alstein does. Jan, Scott Purdy, Sith Holocron Arbash, Proxel Jacobs, Decentman Dodo, BG, Michael Jack, Froxotic, Rhinoceros, and Imsohumble Conister. I'm sorry I'm rambling them fast, but we're going to go in for the matches of the round 5 and 6, the matches of the week. In round 5, it's Imsohumble, it's me versus Fruxodig. It's the two undefeated battling it out to see which one will stay undefeated to the last round and secure the spot really for a top 2. Nobody can reach 10 points. Not enough can reach 10 points and beat that one out, so you will have a top seed at least, 1 or 2. So that's great. At least you secure yourself a playoff. Maybe I'm doing the math wrong here, but that's gonna be hype. There is every game is probably hype here from the people who has 4 points and up. In the round 6, we are not picking player of the round, a game of the round that is from the top players. We are actually choosing Decentman versus Dodo Wondergraph, because this one has the potential to be a direct knockout game. If Decentman and Dodo won their first, or at least took 1 point or something like that, they can both be fighting for that spot, but nobody of them both can probably go through there from that fight, because they will have 7 points and at most, both of them, and with a loss, a 2-0 loss would definitely mean you're out, and a loss with 2-1 would probably mean you're out, because you send the other one into the playoff ahead of you. You will not have the head-to-head. So that's going to be very, very interesting, to say the least. So, and then after this week, we're gonna have the top 6. The first and second place will be safe. They won't have to play during this week. The league week, the playoff week will also interfere a little bit with the Donger Cup that is coming up. I'm gonna marketing that now a little bit. It is a €50 tournament. The winner takes it all. It's gonna be double elimination, if I remember right. So after you lost 2 games, you're out, and then you play all the way out. So you don't have to commit your whole day if it's going bad. You just play until you lost 2 games, or you don't lose 2 games, and you win it. So that's pretty hype. It's reminding a little bit about the gauntlet in Runeterra. You can't lose 2 in a row. Here it's just you can't lose 2 at all. But that's gonna be hype. Everyone is welcome. It's free to join, and there will be in this. You will be able to join through Battlefy, and you will find the tournament there very soon. It's coming up today, and yeah, you need to join us on Discord, of course, because that's a lot of information it's gonna be. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I've been rambling here for a while, and yeah, like and subscribe. Dong is out.